Flosstube, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm the Lancashire Stitcher. Today is Saturday the 25th of February 2023 and this is Flosstube number 65. If you're new here, welcome. This is a channel mainly about cross stitch, but I do include other crafts sometimes, and I also talk about the walks I've been on recently. If you're returning, welcome back. It's lovely to be chatting with you all again. I've not been very well this week. I've had a really rough week. I've just finished another course of steroids for my chest and antibiotics. I'm still quite wheezy. So apologies if you can hear the wheezing and if I start having a coughing fit. I am feeling quite a lot better today, but yeah, we'll see how we go on. Okay, so I've got quite a lot to show you today. I am only on one camera today, but it is still through the laptop, so we're still a bit like everything's the opposite way around on the screen to what I'm actually doing. So we'll see how we go on. I forgot to charge my iPad up. That's why I'm only on the one camera. So, and I've only got today to film because I'm going on a walk tomorrow. So, right, so I've got some fully finished objects to show you. FFOs. So my first one is Stitch All the Things by Erica Michaels. I finished this a while ago and I've made it into a little needle book. There was one day where I couldn't do any finishing for my business because I was waiting for some things to turn up in the post, and I decided to finish this, so I did it quite quickly, so it's not perfect. I've got a little pocket there, we've got the felt to put needles in things, and then there's another pocket at the back, and then we've got the bee fabric on the back. So that's my Stitch All the Things by Erica Michaels. So yeah, that's my first fully finished object. My second fully finished object is Springtime by New York Dreamer. And I've made this into a flat fold. So yeah, let's put it that side. There we go. So yeah, I've made it into a flat fold, just using some natural neutral fabric. So yeah, that's all finished off as well. And then my other fully finish isn't cross stitch, it's my Pikachu. So yeah, there's Pikachu, all finished off. He's crocheted, and then we've got felt for the eyes and the cheeks, and there's his tail at the back, and we've got some stripes as well. So yeah, so I'm going to send him off for my grandson. So yeah, there he is, all finished off. I'm going to give away the booklet for that with the instructions for crocheting the Pokemon later, as well as something else. And then I've got a finish. It's one of my I Dare You Sell pieces. And where are we going? That way. There we go. So it is Let There Be Peace by Imaginating. Stitched on a sparkly 14 count Ada that was in my stash. It's been washed and ironed, so yeah, just need to fully finish it now. I'm going to give away the chart for this as well later on. So yeah, that's Let There Be Peace by Imaginating. There we go. So they're my finishes and fully finishes. So I'm going to put that back up there actually. I don't want it getting creased up when I've ironed it. So there we go. So let's get on with some whips. So first whip, as usual, is Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. Stitch on her on a Sunday usually, and get the board. So I'm worried that it keeps cutting off the side of the screen when I edit the video, when I download the video. So yeah, so there's Lady of the Flag. I've been stitching here underneath the flag in the last couple of weeks. I know there was one week I didn't get much done, and then I managed to get that bit done there. So there's Lady of the Flag. This is 32 count Hurricane Murano Regana by Pole Stitches. And then my next whip is Royal Holiday by Mirabilia. Stitch on this on Wednesdays. Started it as part of the USNZ Royal Holiday Sow, along with several other people, several of which have finished. Don't know if she's going to fit because she's getting very big. And let's have a look. We'll bring it over this way. There we go. So, where is she? There we go. Let's move her across there. So, as you can see, we now have a finished dress. The dress is all meeting up in the middle. It just needs the decoration doing. So, as you can see, I've done some of the decoration. These swirly lines. So I need to do some more of those, and then it's just the cloak to do, all the red and the whisper. So yeah, and then all the beading. So yeah, that's Royal Holiday. That's being stitched on 32 count Dusky Rose Murano Lagana by Paul Stitches. There we go. And my next one is my Mill Hill Monday piece, which is To All a Good Night. Again, I've not stitched much on this. I think there was one Monday I didn't get a chance to stitch on it, mainly through not feeling very well. And there we go. As you can see, I've been doing quite a bit of the sky. That way, there we go. I've done quite a bit of the sky down here, over here, and I've done some of the lighter blue up at the top as well. So yeah, there we go. And then my next one is my Dragon Field Note. As you can see, I've laminated the sheet so it keeps it nice and tidy. So yeah, Dragon Field Note. It's by UnconventionalXStitch. The designer of the picture is Hope Christopherson. I stitch on this for about an hour every day, Monday to Friday, when my husband goes to work. And that is my progress. That is 6 pages finished. And I'll put a picture up of the dashboard from Markup RXP so you can see that I've done 7%. I'm over 10,000 stitches stitched. But yeah, I just love the detail in that dragon. It's going to be brilliant when I get lower down. So yeah, brilliant design this. I love it. This is being stitched on 25 count Easy Guide fabric. So that's my dragon. And then my next one, and I've not brought the picture up, I don't know where the picture's disappeared to. It's my Celtic Christmas, which is being stitched as part of the seasonal sale that I'm hosting. And she's not been stitched on all week because I've not been very well. But that, let's get rid of that tuck in, there you go. That is my progress. So as you can see, she now has a head, a face, sort of. She has a hand, and we're getting some hair. So yeah, I got fed up of doing the red, so I started on the top bit. So that's Celtic Christmas. I will start stitching on her again because I've only got just under a month, and then we swap on to her spring designs. Next one is The Language of Love. I'm going to bring it over here and then bring it closer in so you can see the design. The Language of Love by the Drawn Thread. It's a lovely little design, this. I got it from eBay a while ago and it came with the fabric, but this fabric isn't the called for. This is a 28 count. But that way, that is my progress. So yeah, just stitched using DMC threads. I'm using different, you're supposed to only use one thread for quite a few of the hearts, but I've used 2 because it's bigger fabric. The words are all done over 1. So yeah, that's a lovely design. I love that one. I actually finished stitching on this on Valentine's Day, so it was a nice thing to do. My next one is, where we're going, that Raven Queen by Mirabilia. These are all from my 24 hours of cross stitch, a cross stitch challenge. So yeah, and then you will see that she actually has her arms now. Doesn't look like her arms are being chopped off anymore. So yeah, I don't know what this fabric is. It's 32 count pole stitches fabric, but I don't know what colour. This was started before I made a record of what fabric I was using. So yeah, I did the black bits of the arms, and then I also stitched down here a bit as well. So yeah, so that's Raven Queen. And then my next one is, that side, Snow Days by Mirabilia. Stitching this as part of the Mirror Snow Days sale, along with Crafty Old Man, who's one of the crafty stitchers on Flosstube, and Gina Stitches 21 on Instagram. And that is my progress. So let's go that way a bit so you can see that bit. So I've basically stitched on this side of the snowman. I did the green scarf, no, not scarf, the vine, and then I did his arms, and I've done some more of the ground, the white and the Karen water lilies on the ground. So yeah, this fabric is 28 count Hurricane Brittany Lugana by Pole Stitches. So yeah, so that's Snow Days. And then my next one is it's called I4 by LightUnicornDesigns on Etsy. I've laminated this sheet as well so it doesn't get all creased up. I know I've only done a bit on this, but I have worked on it in the last 2 weeks, and let's get my board. Oh, there is my progress. Where am I going? There we go. So I'm getting some more browns in there. Yeah, I'll just do a bit now and again on this. If I've got an hour spare, I use the Mark Up RXP to mark off the stitches. What was I going to say? Oh, this is 32 count antique white Belfast linen that I'm stitching it on. There we go. So that's I. And then this one, I've been stitching on it this morning. It's Owlscornu by Barbara Designs. So this is one of my I Dare You sale pieces to finish this year. And I think it was also on my 24 hours of cross stitch, a cross stitch challenge for February. But yeah, I've been stitching on it this morning, and I've managed to finish the top. That's the top completely finished. So I just need to do the bottom, and all the bottom is the black line going round the outside, and then there's a spider and a candy corn in each corner, and then it'll just need making into a biscotti. But I love the colours in this, they're so bright. It uses some of the variegated DMCs, so yeah, just lovely colours in it. So that's the top finished. There we go. So that's Owlscornu by Barbara. That is all my whips, finishes and fully finishes for this fortnight. So yeah, I do have some plans because we're almost in March, and it's the acrostic challenge again. I'm going to do the acrostic challenge, but because I've not been so well this month and my stitching's not been as much as I would normally have liked, I've decided I'm going to start some small things in the acrostic challenge in March. So I've got a few new starts, and I've no big designs that I'm going to stitch on as part of the acrostic. I'm still going to do the usual weekly things, but the acrostic word this for March is impromptu. So for I'm going to start that way. I'm going to start It's Snow Cold by Little House Needleworks. So yeah, I'm going to start that one. It just uses DMC threads. So yeah, I've got some fabric in my stash that I can use for that. And then for M in Impromptu, I'm going to continue with Meow Block Party by Hands On Design. Not stitched on this for a while. And I'm trying to think what the fabric is. That's what I've got done so far. That way. Is it Brilliant Beige by Permin? It's whatever's the call for this design. It's quite a stiff fabric. But yeah, so that's where I'm up to so far with that. And then P, I'm going to start. Sorry, I've left them all in the bag, so I'm getting all the reflection. I'm going to start Pomegranate Santa by Plum Street Samplers. A friend of mine bought me this, so I'm going to make a start on it. And I've just got the fabric that I ordered because it calls for Lakeside Linens fabric, which we struggle to get here in the UK. We have to order it from America usually. So I ordered some 36 count, because it does call for 36 count fabric, vintage country mocha, and it's Edinburgh linen. But it's coming, it's quite dark compared to the country mocha that I'm used to stitching on. It's quite dark, but I think it'll be alright for this design. I got this from Patchwork Rabbit. It just came just before I came up to film. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to stitch that on. And then R is another whip, and it's Robin's Song. This one's actually out of the bag. Robin's Song by Little House Needleworks. And that is my progress. There we go. That way. Yeah. This fabric is 32 count summer khaki linen. So yeah, so I'll be stitching on that. All of them have got a 4-hour go on them on this acrostic. For O, I'm going to start On the Beach by Tralala. This was one of the charts I got in a package from a very nice lady who sent me a lot of charts. So yeah, that's On the Beach. And I've got some white linen in my stash that I can stitch that on. Now then, this next one for the second M, this is one that I bought ages ago and I've been wanting to start it for ages, and I'm actually going to start it. And it is Mermaid Kisses by Erica Michaels. Now, it's actually stitched on 40 count silk gauze that you actually get in the package. So I need to sort it out because it says about sewing it onto a piece of fabric so you can put it in a hoop. So I need to do that, and you get the little button, the little star button that goes on it. It only uses 2 colours. Weeks Dye Works Sandcastle and then DMC 3810. But it says you can use whatever colour you like, but I'm going to do those colours because I like that. I like that design. So yeah, apparently it's only 2 inches square when you finish it. We'll see how we go on with 40 count silk gauze. If it's too much, I'll change it to a linen. So yeah. And then the next one is another Erica Michaels for P, and it's Peaceful Woodlands. Now I'm thinking I'm going to do the sampler rather than the berries. It's just that the sampler calls for Belle Soie, which I'm not paying £6 a skein of Belle Soie. So I'm going to do it in the DMC conversion that it gives you. So yeah, it says peace go with you. I just thought it's quite nice that. Try and get it without the glare. So yeah, I'm going to start that. And I've actually got the called for 32 count summer khaki linen to stitch that on. I got that from Patchwork Rabbit. And I also got some threads as well to do them all with that I needed. So yeah, so they're my... Oh, I've not finished yet. I think not finished. So we're up to P. T. You've seen this several times, and I forgot to bring the chart up because it was still in the box downstairs. And it's my Thomas's Stocking by Shepherd's Bush. I want to get this finished and made up for my grandson for Christmas, especially now I've got another grandchild on the way. I need to move on with these stockings. I like how Amy loves toads. I watched her video the other day and she's found out she's going to be a grandma. Congratulations. And she's already started a stocking for her grandchild that's not even born yet. I should have done that. Now I've got one stocking finished and I'm going on to the 5th grandchild. So I need to catch up. So yeah, I need to really catch up. So that's Thomas's stocking so far. And then the U on impromptu is going to be up on the rooftop by Glendon Place. This was in my list for February's acrostic challenge, but as you know, I've not managed to stitch on everything this month because I've just not been able to stitch. Yeah, so this is going in March's acrostic challenge and hopefully I'll get it stitched on. And that is my progress. So this fabric is, I think it's 32 count Crystal Helix. Let's have a look. Yeah, Cashel linen by Picture This Plus. So yeah, and that's my progress and it will get stitched on in March. So yeah, so that's my acrostic challenge. That's all my pieces for acrostic challenge. So hopefully there's not as many, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 letters. Yeah, 9 letters, so hopefully I'll get them all done in March. But I am away for a weekend. In fact, it's the next time I film, pardon me, the next time I should be filming my video, I am away that weekend. I'm going seeing some stitching friends. I'm not going to say where. But I'm away that weekend, so I'll probably film when I get home. So yeah, I'll have to film maybe on the Monday, which will be the 13th of March, I think it's going to be. Right, so that's our plans. So let's show some knitting and crochet. Right, let's show my blanket first, without dropping everything. So this is my I Heart Granny Square blanket that I'm crocheting now for my new grandchild. And I've not done a lot because I usually work in the library on a Friday morning. And last Friday we couldn't open for various reasons. The library couldn't open. And I don't work on this at home. I only do it at the library because it's quite an easy thing to crochet on at the library when I'm chatting. So I don't work on it at home. But then I also do the Knit and Natter group on alternate Thursdays at another library. So I actually did get some done this week at the library. And then I worked on it on my usual Friday. So those hearts at the top are finished now and I've got a row above as well. I'm actually on the repeat now. So you repeat 3 heart rows. So there'll be another 3 rows. But like I've said before, I can make it as big or as small as I like. So once it's big enough for a baby, I think I'll probably stop. So yeah, so that's my I Heart Granny Square blanket. This yarn is Rico Baby Prints, is it? Double knit. And it's a blue and grey mix. So yeah, so that's that one. I can tell I'm back to usual. I'm getting a nice big pile here of things that I'm piling up. I don't do that when I use two cameras. But yeah, I'll be back to 2 cameras next time. The other crochet I've done, I've started another square. See, I'm losing the... This is what happens when you suddenly stop crocheting and you don't pull the loops through to make it big. You do that and then you're not going to lose your stitches. This is one of the squares I'm doing for... Is it Nature's Walk? I always call it the wrong thing. It's either Nature's Trail or Nature's Walk blanket. The pattern's on Ravelry, as is I Heart Granny Square. The links are all down below in the description box if anybody's interested. But this is, I think this is square number 4 that I'm doing for this. I need to do 8 of these. And then there's other squares, different designs that I need to do, which will be in different colours. So yeah, so that's my... That's better, isn't it? There we go. So yeah, this is called Gates, this pattern, this square. So yeah, so that's the next one of those. And then, because I finished Pikachu, I've been wanting to start this for ages. You know my, where are we, elephant? I'm stitching the girl version of the elephant. Knitting the girl version of the elephant. And I've done the head. I'll put a picture up of what it'll look like when it's finished. This is the head. You've got all these different markers for different reasons. I've started stitching it up at the back. I need to stuff it. It has pipe cleaners in the trunk, so you can bend it slightly, which is how where are we? This side, that way, there. His nose is bent. So I just get him down. We'll get him down. Come on. Come on, Mr. Elephant. So this is my elephant. This is the boy elephant that I did. I use all the called for yarn, so it's Mirabilia yarn for the grey, and then it's Shetland, Jamieson's of Shetland Spindrift for the clothes. So yeah, and I put beads for the eyes because it's got pellets in them. You can't give it to children if you've put pellets in. And I think I'm going to do the same with the girl elephant because, yeah, I think if I was going to do it for the grandchildren, I'd use just normal double knit so you could throw it in the washer, etc, etc. So yeah, and these buttons I got off, was it off Etsy? I'll try and remember to put a link down below of the buttons. So yeah, so that's the boy, and I'm now doing the girl, and she'll have a pretty little dress on. So yeah, so that's my knitting. I think that's all my knitting. Yep. Okay, so I can tell I'm feeling better because I can talk more. When I think it was Wednesday I started with this cough, and by Saturday I couldn't even walk in the kitchen without gasping for air. And I went on a walk, which I'll talk about in a minute. I went on a walk on Saturday. It was only 3.5 miles, but yeah, it was seriously hard work. Anything like a hill, and I was struggling seriously. And I didn't manage to have the lung function test that I was supposed to have done. I went to have it done, and my blood pressure was high. The nurse said, "Have you got an infection?" And I said no, because I felt fine on Tuesday when I went for the test. But then she decided she wasn't going to do it because my blood pressure was high, but also because it was only just a month since I'd finished the last dose of steroids. So she made another appointment for the 15th of March, and then on Wednesday I started with coughing again, a really bad cough, and it got worse, so I ended up back at the doctor's on Monday with another dose of steroids and antibiotics. So I've had to cancel the next appointment for the lung function test because it'll be less than a month since I finished steroids. And yeah, it's just been horrendous this week. I've just not been able to do anything. I only had to get up and start moving around, and I'd be really gasping for breath, really struggling, wheezing, coughing lots of horrible stuff up. So yeah, and I'm just starting to feel okay again now. So yeah. Anyway, so the walk I went on. I went on what's called a social walk last Saturday with Rossendale Ramblers. I've been wanting to try walks with them for a while, but because I didn't know anybody, I was a bit dubious about just turning up for a walk. You go walking with some groups and they're quite cliquey. Not very many, but I have been on a couple of walks like that where they don't really talk to you. And somebody had told me to try one of these social walks, so I went. We met just outside Ramsbottom, and we went on a 3.5 mile walk. It was very muddy. There were a few hills, but nothing too strenuous. I'm glad I took my inhaler with me because I used it quite a lot that day. And then at the end of the walk, we went in the pub and had lunch. So it was really nice, and I got to know a couple of people. I've put some pictures up from the walk. It was a fine day. It was lovely, fine day. It was windy. The wind was quite chilly, but it wasn't too bad. Perfect walking conditions, really. And like I said, really nice people to walk with. So I'm hoping to go on a walk with them again tomorrow. Tomorrow's walk is 6.5 miles. But now my chest is feeling a bit better, I should be okay with that. And I will make sure I have my inhaler. But yeah. So hopefully I'm going to be starting going on a few more walks with that group now. It's nice to be walking with a group again. So yeah. I am also hoping to go on a walk on Monday, but that'll only be a short one of the health walks that I used to do when I first started walking again. It's just about 3-4 miles, I think. So yeah, I'm going to do that on Monday. So yeah, so that's that. Now I'm up to giveaways, and yeah, did I? I thought I buried them under all the things that I've put here. Before I show the giveaways for this time, if you won a giveaway in the last 2 videos, I apologise. They are still there. I've got them there. I've not had a chance to send them in the post, so we'll get them in the post this week. So I think that's the Lizzie Kate one and the New York Dreamer one that I've given away in the last 2 videos. I didn't give away on the last video, so yeah, I apologise. Yeah, it's just been chaos and just not being able to do anything with this chest. So yeah, let's see. Right, I also had a sputum test done on when I went to the doctor's on Monday, so we're waiting for the results of that, and hopefully that will show that whatever it is I've got, and they can treat it how it's meant to be treated. So we shall see. But it's just getting silly. It's been going on for months. But yeah, right. So giveaways. So giveaway number 1 is the Pokemon crochet book. It's from a kit. As I said, I got the stuff to make Pokemon, the Pikachu, but there are 6. Yeah. 6 Pokemon that you can make in this. It's got all the instructions, what you need and everything else, including Pikachu. It's got what you need for Pikachu. So if you'd like that, please say the word crochet, CROCHET. I'll put it on the screen at the bottom and in your comment. Don't need to say a sentence, just say the word crochet. If nobody wants it, that's fine. I just thought I'd offer it in case anybody does. And the other one is the piece chart. I think all there is on the chart, I put a tiny dot in the centre when I first started it. There's a tiny like felt tip mark in the centre to show me where the centre was, and that's all that's wrong with it. If you'd like this, please say the word peace, P-E-A-C-E. I'll put that at the bottom too. Please be over 18 so you can give me your address. Please don't say the word giveaway, draw, win, anything that tells people that I'm giving something away. We do not want any more trolls. Please comment before Monday the 13th of March, which is when I'm hoping to do the next video. And please be aware that if they go missing in the post, I'm sorry, but yeah, I can't. There's not much I can do about it. I do only send them first class or international standard class. I do post anywhere. I'm quite happy to post anywhere. I use a random comment generator to pick the winner. And yeah, there's only one winner for each draw. Okay, right, so that's that. I'm going to show you, I keep forgetting to do this. I'm going to show you my daughter's cross stitch. Whoops. She's given me this to frame for her. This is what she does. This is Andromeda. I'll get my board. By Mirabilia that she's stitched. I've washed it and it needs ironing, but yeah, I need to get a frame for her. So yeah, that's Andromeda and that's Sammy's stitching. I'll put a link down to Sammy down below. She doesn't stitch as prolifically as I do, but she does stitch. She's doing the seasonal sale with me. So yeah, I just love it. It's small. When I kept seeing the pictures of it on Instagram, I thought it was a lot bigger. But it's only quite small, but it is detailed. And there's lots of lovely beads in there. So that's Sammy stitching. So yeah, this fabric, I think it's a fabric flare fabric, but I can't remember what it's called. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I washed it. There were instructions that you could wash it as long as you're very careful. So yeah, and it's come out fine. So yeah, so I'm going to frame that for her when I get a frame. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I think I've talked about everything I needed to talk about. So as I said, my next video will be on around the 13th of March. My husband and I are having a weekend away, and I'm meeting up with some friends, stitchy friends, at a location which will be talked about in my next video. So yeah, I shall let you know where that is after the event. So yeah, so thank you for watching. I appreciate every comment, every viewer, every subscribe, every like, and it's, you know, it's just good for the soul. So yeah, thank you. So happy stitching. Have a good 2 weeks. Take care of yourselves and those you love. Be kind always. Always be kind. And bye for now.